My name is Jenna Whittle. Originally, I wasn't interested in photography. I was studying veterinary medicine. But it occurred to me that I quite dislike chemistry, and being a vet requires a ton of chemistry. So that kind of left me stuck in between a rock and a hard place. So I had a friend who was already in the photography program and actually fairly close to graduating. I'd seen some of her work and developed an interest. So very shortly after meeting her and talking to her about it, I enrolled in the program and started taking my photography classes. One of my favorite techniques to learn in the program was to learn about painting with light, which is when you leave the shutter open, and it's usually at night, and you take a flash, put colored cellophane over it, and pop it off to light different areas, different colors. I found that really interesting, and I would like to do more of that actually. I've had thoughts about using painting with light, possibly with animals involved somehow. I've had thoughts about taking maybe cats and with, like safety precautions of course, but I thought about taking them, like throwing them in the air against a blank background so they're like floating in midair, but using the flash you stop the motion, but maybe using colors too, but obviously like in the not cruel to animals way. I thought about that. I've been meaning to do that. I'm very much into studio work. I like working with lights. I like having the opportunity to set things up. I'm not a fan of photojournalism or sports or anything. It's not that I don't like traveling or anything, it's just I like the more controlled environments. So preferably I'd have a chance to work in a studio and set shots up, possibly, starting out with portraiture. I also quite enjoy the product photography. I really enjoyed our assignment we photographed metal objects. I actually just photographed an alarm clock I had. But it was interesting to get to light it and then find creative ways to photograph it other than just a picture of the whole alarm clock. To find a way to make something so simple interesting, actually, in a way that people actually want to look at it for more than 2 seconds. For me, what makes a good photograph is a photograph that pushes the boundaries and pushes the limits. It's a photo that's tried something that hadn't been done before, or presented a common element, but in a new way. I find those photos to be really awesome and cool, and I like the different way of viewing things. The photography is all about showing things in a new way, or showing things from your perspective. Anyone can pick up a camera, but it's the way you take the photo, the angle you take, the style you take it in, how you edit it, that really gives it your own flavor.